Class, our topic for today is receivable. Class, our topic for today is receivable financing. Most students find this topic very challenging, but I'll show you later na simple lang yan. You just have to listen very carefully sa discussion natin, okay? Sige, sir. What is receivable financing? Receivable financing, these are the ways or methods to generate cash from receivables. So class, for example, kailangan natin ng cash for the business. Kaya lang mababa yung sales natin, o kaya naman mataas yung expenses, o kaya naman matagal natin na collect yung receivables. Since we need cash for the business, we can resort to receivable financing. Okay? So we have 4 types of receivable financing. Number 1, pledging of AR. Number 2, assignment of AR. Number 3, factoring of AR. And number 4, discounting of notes receivable. Iisa-isahin natin yan. Let's start with pledging. And let's have an illustration. For example, tayo sa ABC. And we sold goods to the customers for 100,000 pesos. Entry for the sale, debit AR, credit sales, 100,000. Okay? Now, let's say, si ABC, nag-loan siya from Metrobank or MB for 50,000. So, 50,000 loan. And ABC pledges its accounts receivable. So, ulitin ko class. Nag-loan si ABC from Metrobank for 50,000 by pledging its accounts receivable. Entry of ABC for the loan, debit cash, credit loans payable, 50,000. Now sir, para saan yung pledge? Ano yung effect niyan? Tandaan mo class, yung pledging or pledge is for the security or collateral for the bank. In this case, for Metrobank. Ganito mangyayari dyan. If si ABC hindi siya makabayad ng 50,000 loan to Metrobank, Metrobank will have the right to collect the receivables from ABC's customers until mabayaran yung 50,000 loan. Okay? Ulitin ko. Pag pledging, security yan ng bank. Okay? In our illustration, if hindi makabayad sa ABC ng 50,000 loan to Metrobank, pwedeng i-collect ni Metrobank yung receivable from ABC's customers until mabayaran yung 50,000 loan. Okay? Sir, what is the effect of pledging to the financial statements of ABC? Okay? So ito class yung effects of financial statements. Number 1, no journal entries for the pledged AR. So kung titingnan mo yung illustration natin, dalawa lang yung entries. Nung nagbenta sa customer and nung na-receive yung loan. Walang entry for the pledged AR. Okay? Kailangan natin i-disclose. So meron tayong required disclosure in the notes to financial statements. Okay? Ito yung example ng disclosure. 100,000 accounts receivable has been pledged to a 50,000 loans payable with Metrobank. Ayan. So, ito yung effect ng pledging. Again, walang journal entry. Kailangan mo lang mag-disclose. Ito yung sample disclosure. Okay? So, let's apply that to our illustrative example. Illustrative example number 1. Okay, requirement is prepare journal entries to record the transaction. So, let's read the given. Number 1, Pinnacle Company provided the following information in connection with a bank loan. March 1, Pinnacle borrowed 2 million from a bank on a 6-month note carrying an interest of 12%. Accounts of 3 million are pledged to secure the loan. So dito, meron tayong pledging, nag-borrow si Pinnacle from the bank, and then nag-pledge siya ng accounts receivable. So prepare natin yung journal entries. Start muna tayo with March 1. Okay, so basahin ulit natin class. Pinnacle borrowed 2 million from a bank on a 6-month note carrying an interest of 12%. Computing natin yung interest, 2 million times 12%. Times 6 over 12, interest is 120,000. So, lagay mo dyan, interest, 120,000. Entry natin class, so nag-borrow tayo, debit cash, credit, so nakalagay note, ibig sabihin may promissory note, credit notes payable, 2 million. Okay? And then, tingnan natin. For the pledged AR, accounts of 3 million are pledged. Sabi ko kanina, walang journal entry sa pledged AR. So, iyan lang yung journal entry natin on March 1. Okay, let's go to April 1. Pledged accounts of 1 million are collected minus 2% discount. So class, how much yung 2% of 1 million? 1 million times 2%, 20,000. So kung 1 million minus 20,000, na-collect lang natin or yung cash na na-receive natin, 980,000. Entry, debit cash, 980,000. Debit sales discount, 20,000. And then credit accounts receivable, 1 million. Okay, so yun yung entry natin on April 1. Let's go to June 1. The remaining pledged accounts are collected. So if you remember class, yung total na pledge natin 3 million. Na-collect na natin yung 1 million, therefore, yung balance is 2 million. So na-collect na daw lahat yan on June 1. Debit cash, credit accounts receivable, 2 million. Okay, and then last is September 1. The bank loan is repaid plus interest. How much ba yung loan natin? 2 million. Tama? So debit notes payable, 2 million. And then yung interest na compute natin earlier, how much ulit yung class? Yung interest, 120,000. Debit interest expense, 120,000. Credit cash, 120,000. Okay? So yan lahat ng journal entries natin. So class, ano mapapansin mo sa journal entries? Normal entries lang yan. Yan yung alam natin sa accounting. Walang kakaiba dyan. Okay? Ang kailangan mo lang idagdag is the disclosure. So on March 1, may disclosure tayo. Sa notes to financial statements, ito yung pwede natin ilagay as disclosure. 3 million accounts receivable has been pledged to a 2 million notes payable. Ayan. Ganyan lang. For pledging, walang kakaibang accounting dyan. Kailangan mo lang i-disclose. Gets? Ayun. Tapos na tayo with pledging of accounts receivable. Let's go to the second one. Assignment of AR. Sir, what is assignment? Okay, so assignment class, para mas ma-appreciate natin yan, mag-illustrate ulit tayo. ABC, sold goods to customers for 100,000 pesos. Entry, debit AR, credit sales, 100,000. Now, let's say class ABC, nag-loan siya from Metrobank, and nag-grant siya ng loan for 80,000. Right? 80,000 loan. Usually, yung loan na yung class is percentage of AR. In this case, 80% ng 100,000. Now, ABC, in connection with the loan, assigns its accounts receivable. So, ulitin ko class. ABC, nag-loan siya from Metrobank for 80,000 by assigning its accounts receivable. Now, sir, ano difference ng assignment sa pledging? Tandaan mo class, pag assignment, this is a more formal pledge. Pledge din siya. Pero mas formal lang yan, okay? Merong loan documents and then merong promissory note. No? Yun yung main difference sila. Mas formal type of pledge lang yung assignment, okay? Now, ang isa pang difference nila class, pag nag-assign ka, meron kang journal entry. If you remember, wala tayong journal entry kapag nag-pledge ka ng AR. Pag assignment meron. Entry natin, debit AR assigned. Credit AR. 100,000. Basically, ni-reclassify natin. From AR, ginawa nating AR assigned. But take note, yung AR assigned na yan, part pa rin yan ng trade receivables. Okay, nandun pa rin siya sa trade and other receivables. Ni-reassign, ni-reclassify mo lang. Okay, yun lang siya. Now, ano pa sir yung difference ng assignment sa pledging? For assignment class, specific AR yung naka-assign. For example, ang naka-assign lang is AR from customer X, customer Y, or customer Z. While sa pledging, 100% of the AR, naka-pledge yan dun sa loan. Okay, yung difference lang. Specific lang to. Ito naman 100% of the accounts receivable. Okay, so balik tayo kay ABC. Si ABC, nung na-receive niya yung loan, entry niya, debit cash. Since may promissory note yan, credit notes payable, 80,000. Alright? And then, tignan natin class, ano sir yung effect ng assignment in the financial statements? First, meron tayong reclassification entry. Ito, pinakita ko na kanina. Okay? Unlike sa pledging, walang entry. Sa assignment, meron tayong reclassification entry. Next, meron tayong required disclosure. Okay? So class, ito yung dinidisclose natin for assignment. AR assigned minus notes payable, you have your equity in assigned AR. Okay, so ulitin ko class. AR assigned, ito yung required disclosure sa notes to financial statements. AR assigned minus notes payable, you have equity in assigned AR. Lagyan natin ang amounts. AR assigned, 100,000. Okay, minus yung notes payable natin na 80,000. Equity na assigned accounts, 20,000. Sir, paano namin maaalala yan? Ganito lang yan, class. Di ba yung AR, asset yan? Tama? So, lagay ko dito asset. Di ba yung notes payable is a liability? Okay, sa liability, you have equity. Asset minus liability is equal to equity. Tandaan mo, required disclosure yan under assignment. Okay? So, sige, now, before we answer illustrative examples, we have two types of assignment. First one is on a notification basis, and second one is non-notification. Sir, ano ibig sabihin ng notification? So basically, class, nino-notify natin si customer, ini-inform natin si customer na yung AR natin sa kanya, naka-assign yan. Alright? Ano yung effect niyan? Since notified si customer, ang gagawin ni customer, magbabayad na lang siya diretso kay Metrobank. Siyempre, ni-notify na siya. Tama? So, si customer, instead na kay ABC magbayad, diretso na siya magbayad kay Metrobank. Got it? Now, ang gagawin na lang ni Metrobank, magsisend siya ng collection report to ABC. Okay? Send siya ng report na sabihin niya, oh, ito yung na-collect ko for the month. Okay? Yun yung send niya kay ABC. Yun yung notification. Pag non-notification, hindi in-inform si customer about the assignment. Therefore, walang idea si customer dun sa assignment. Ano mangyayari dyan? Si customer, magbabayad pa rin siya, diretso pa rin kay ABC. Yun yung difference sila. Ulitin ko, pag notification, in-inform si customer. Therefore, bayad niya kay Metrobank. Pag notification, hindi in-inform si customer. Therefore, magbabayad siya kay ABC. Okay? Sige, so, para mas ma-appreciate niya yan, let's answer illustrative example number 2. Erase ko na ito, class. Tingnan natin, ano yung mga journal entries for assignment. Alright. Requirement for illustrative example number 2, prepare the journal entries. Mr. Accounting Company provided the following transactions. May 1. Mr. Accounting assigned 800,000 of AR to a bank in consideration for a loan. A cash advance of 80%, less service charge of 20,000. Ano class yung 80% of 800,000? 800,000 times 0.8, lagay mo dyan 640,000. Iyan yung notes payable. Okay? 800,000 times 80%, 640,000. And then service charge of 20. Usually class kapag mga ganyan, assignment and pledging, usually nagcha-charge si bank ng mga service charges. Okay? Yung mga commission, yung mga ganyan, para mas kumita si bank. And kung mapapansin mo class, usually yung pinapaloan ni bank, less than the amount of the receivable. So kanina, 80,000 lang out of 100,000. So first illustration natin, 50,000 out of 100,000. Mas mababa yung pinapaloan ni bank. Okay? It was agreed that interest of 2% per month. How much yung 2% of 640,000? 640,000 times 2%, lagay mo dyan, 12,800. Yan yung interest. Is to be made and that the assigner continues to make the collections. Sino si assigner? Doon sa illustration natin class, si ABC, ang tawag natin sa kanya, assigner. Or FYI na lang yan. Si Metrobank, assignee. Okay? Doon naman sa pledge, ang tawag kay ABC, siya si pledger. Si Metrobank naman, siya si pledgee. Okay? So, FYI na lang ha. Alright, so, ulitin natin. The assigner continues to make the collections. Ano yung class? Notification or non-notification? Non-notification. Kasi si ABC, o dito, si Mr. Accounting pa rin, yung magko-collect. Ibig sabihin, hindi nila ni-notify si customer na merong assignment. Okay? So, yung illustrative example number 2, non-notification yan. Mamaya yung number 3, notification naman. Okay, the entity signed a promissory note for the loan. Again, usually may promissory note na kasama kapag assignment. Okay, let's journalize May 1. Okay, so lagay natin May 1. Tama ba class? Yung assignment. How much yung in-assign? 800,000. Debit AR assigned. Credit AR, 800,000. Okay, so this is illustrative example number 2. And then, i-journalize natin class yung notes payable, debit cash, debit bank service charges, credit notes payable. So, na-compute natin kanina, notes payable natin is 640,000. And then, yung service charge, nakalagay dyan class, 20,000. So, 640 minus 20, 620,000 na lang yung na-receive natin as cash. Okay, so this is our journal entry on May 1. Let's go to May 5. The entity issued a credit memo to a customer for returned merchandise, 30,000. The account is one of the assigned accounts. So, nagbalik si customer ng binili niya. Entry natin dyan class, debit sales returns, credit AR assigned, for 30,000. Oh, ganoon lang din. Normal entry lang. Alam natin, pag nagbalik si customer ng binili niya, entry natin, di ba, debit, sales return, credit, AR. Ganoon lang din. Except this one, AR assign yung gagamitin natin. Okay? Ulitin ko class, yung AR assign na yan is still part of trade receivables. So, normal entry lang din. It's just that may reclassification entry lang tayo. Okay? Sige, let's go to number 10. Collections of 500,000 of the assigned accounts were made less 2% discount. Ano ba class yung 2% of 500,000? 500,000 times 0.02, 10,000. Entry natin dyan, debit cash, 490,000. Debit sales discounts, 10,000. And then credit AR assigned for 500,000. Okay, so ito yung entry natin class on May 10. Alright? So, let's see. June 1, remitted the collections to the bank plus 2% interest for 1 month. O, June 1 na tayo. Plus, how much nga ba yung interest na na-compute natin? 2% per month, tama? So, 640,000 times 2%. Na-compute na natin earlier yan. That is 12,800. So, nakalagay dyan, June 1, remitted the collections. How much ba yung na-collect natin? 490. To the bank plus 2%. Pag sabi yung plus, hindi pa kasama dito yan. Dadagdagan pa natin ng interest natin is 12,800. Okay? Entry natin dyan class on June 1, debit notes payable, 490,000. And then, debit interest expense, 12,800. Credit cash, 490,000 plus 12,800. That is 502,800. Alright? Sige. So, yan yung June 1 natin. Let's go to June 7. Assigned accounts of 10,000 proved to be worthless. Ano ba entry natin class pag worthless o pag nag-write off tayo? Debit ADA, credit AR. So, debit ADA, credit AR assigned for 10,000. Alright? Let's go to, so that's June 7. Let's go to June 20. Oh, dalawa na lang. Collections of 200,000 for the accounts were made. Debit cash, credit AR assigned. Okay? How much? 200,000. And then last is July 1. Final settlement was made with the bank. Mr. Accounting accordingly remitted the total amount due to the bank to pay off the loan plus interest charge. So, ang gagawin ko dyan, class, magti-T account ako para dun sa AR assigned and notes payable para malaman ko yung balance. Okay? Ganito gagawin ko dyan. AR assigned and then notes payable. So, tingnan natin, class, ha? Doon muna tayo sa AR assigned. Beginning natin is 800,000. Alright? And then, ano nangyari? Tingnan natin yung entry natin. Nag-credit tayo. AR assigned 30,000. So, lagay natin yan. And then, AR assigned ulit 500,000. What else? AR assigned 10,000. And then, AR assigned 200,000. Let's compute for the ending balance of our AR assigned. 800,000. Minus 30,000, minus 500,000, minus 10,000, minus 200, you get 60,000. So, ito yung ending balance of AR assigned natin. Doon naman tayo sa notes payable. Notes payable, meron tayong 640,000. And then, what else? Ito, 490 debit. Ayun lang. So, ending balance natin, 640,000 minus 490,000, that is 150,000. Balik tayo dun, class, ha? July 1. Final settlement was made with the bank. So, how much yung babayaran natin? 150,000. So, debit mo na agad yan. Debit notes payable, 150,000. Okay. Final settlement was made with the bank. Mr. Accounting accordingly remitted the total amount due to the bank plus interest charge. So, how much yung interest natin? 150,000 times 2%. Okay. 150,000 times 0.02, 3,000. Debit interest expense, 3,000. And then credit cash, 153,000. Tama lang? So, ganyan siya. Now, since bayad na yung notes payable natin, zero na yan, bayaran na natin, kailangan mo nang i-reclassify yung ending balance of your AR assigned. Okay? Ibabalik mo yan sa dati. Okay? So, meron tayong last entry, debit AR, credit AR assigned, 60,000. Ayan. Yan lahat ng journal entries natin. Alright? Now, balik muna tayo sa May 1. Again, meron tayong required disclosure. Okay? Pag assignment. Sa May 1, meron tayong disclosure sa notes. Okay? AR assigned, that is 800,000 minus notes payable, 640,000, 800,000 minus 640, that is 160,000. Ang tawag natin class sa 160,000, equity in assigned AR. Okay? So assets minus liabilities, you have equity. Pag tinanong sa'yo, how much daw yung equity in assigned AR on May 1? Sagot mo dyan is 160,000. So don't forget class na ang pag-assignment, T-account ka dyan. AR assigned and notes payable. Right? Huwag mo kakalimutan, sa dulo, pag bayad na yung notes payable natin, i-reclassify mo na ulit itong 60,000. Okay? Kasi tapos na yung assignment. Sige, that's for problem. Illustrative example number 2. Let's go to illustrative example number 3. Ang difference class for number 3, notification naman. Sa number 2 kasi, non-notification. Si customer, nagbabayad pa rin kay Mr. Accounting. Dito naman sa number 3, notification naman. So, sige, let's read. Requirement is prepare journal entries in the books of the assignor. Si assignor, siya yung nag-assign. Okay? Si assignee, siya yung bank. Right? Let's read. ABC Company assigned certain AR to the bank loan for the following basis. 75% cash advance, 4% service charge, on gross accounts assigned, 2% interest per month to be charged, and the bank makes the collection. Nakita mo dyan class, nakalagay, the bank makes the collection. Ano ibig sabihin nun? Notification. Si customer, nagbabayad diretso kay bank. Alright? So yeah, the entity signed a promissory note. Let's journalize. July 1 tayo. July 1, receive remittance upon the specific assignment of 1.5 billion in accounts to the bank. Okay, so ang inassign natin is 1.5 million. Debit AR assigned. Credit AR, again, may reclassification tayo, 1.5 million. How much yung cash na marireceive natin from the assignment? Debit cash, compute natin class. Tama ba? Sabi dyan sa taas, 75% daw yung i-advance natin. 1.5 million times 75%, na-compute ba yung 1,125,000? That is our notes payable. Okay? Credit notes payable, 1,125,000. And take note, nakalagay dyan, meron daw service charge na 4% based on the AR. Okay? So, 1.5 million times 4%. Na-compute ba yung 60,000? Ingat ka dun sa basis, ha? Nakalagay dyan, yung 4% service charge on gross accounts assigned. So, ibig sabihin, 4% of 1.5 million. So, debit service charge is an expense account, no? Service charge expense, that is 60,000. Therefore, yung cash na na-receive natin from the loan, 1,125,000 minus 60,000, 1,065,000. Okay, so that's our entry on July 1. Let's go to August 1. August 1, received notice from the bank that 800,000 of the assigned accounts were collected. So again, class, kapag notification, si bank nagre-report na lang sa atin every month. Collection report. Sabihin, ito yung na-collect namin. So, tsaka pa lang tayo mag-journal entry. Okay? Received notice from the bank that 800,000 of the assigned accounts were collected. Di-debit? Ano i-debit mo dyan? Mag-debit ka ba ng cash? Hindi, kasi si bank yung nag-collect. Ang i-debit mo dyan, notes payable. Ibabawas mo yun dun sa utang mo kay bank. Okay? Debit notes payable, credit AR assigned, 800,000. Okay, a check was sent to the bank for 1 month interest charge. Let's compute the interest. So, 1,125,000 times 2% daw per month. 1,125,000 times 2%. Interest natin is 22,500. Okay, ito yung interest natin. So, debit interest expense, credit cash, 22,500. Alright? Now, let's go to September 1. Oh, last date na. Received notice from bank that assigned accounts of 500,000 were collected in full and the remaining accounts of 200,000 were being returned. Accordingly, a check was received from the bank in settlement of the assignment. In making the settlement, the bank deducted the interest charge for the corresponding period. O, ganito gagawin ko diyang class. So, para mas madali, magti-T-account ako para makita ko yung movement of the AR assigned and then yung notes payable. Okay? So, again, yun yung two accounts na gagamitin mong T-account, AR assigned and notes payable. AR assigned, 1.5 million yung beginning balance natin. And then, nag-credit tayo ng 800,000. And then, meron pa ba? Meron ba tayong credit? Let's see. Well, ayan. Received notice from my bank that assigned accounts of 500,000 were collected. Ayun. E di 500,000, meron tayong credit dun sa AR assigned natin. So, meron tayong credit AR assigned 500,000. Alright? So, yan muna lagay natin. Therefore, yung balance ng AR assigned natin, 1.5 million. minus 800,000 minus 500,000, that is 200,000. Let's go to the notes payable. Beginning balance, 1,125,000. And then, nagbayad tayo dito, ayan, 800,000. Therefore, ending balance of our notes payable, 1,125. Minus 800,000, you get 325,000. Okay, now, sabi diyang class, balik tayo sa September 1, dun sa last sentence. In making the settlement, the bank deducted the interest charge for the corresponding period. How much yung interest? 2% per month. 325,000 times 2%. How much yung interest na yan? 325 times 0.02, 6,500. Okay, so ganito yung class. Since final settlement na, meron tayong notes payable na 325, debit notes payable tayo. 325,000. Tama? And then, bayaran din natin yung interest, debit interest expense, 6,500. Alright? Now, yung difference na yan, 500,000, minus 325,000, minus 65, you debit cash, 168,500. Sir, bakit cash? Kasi class, sobra yung na-receive, yung na-collect ni bank. Sobra yung na-collect niya, ang ginawa ni bank doon sa collection, pinambayad sa balanse natin na 325, pinambayad sa interest, yung sumobra, binalik sa atin. Kaya ito yung entry natin. Okay? Now, na-collect na ni bank lahat. I-reclassify mo yung 200,000 na yan. Debit AR, credit AR assigned, 200,000. Huwag mo kakalimutan yung reclassification entry. So again, meron tayong required disclosure. Sa July 1, so i-describe ko na lang, sa disclosure natin, meron tayong AR assigned na 1.5 million and then notes payable na 1,125. Difference sila, 1.5 million minus 1,125. Meron tayong equity in assigned accounts, 375,000. Yun yung required disclosure. Lagay ko na. So July 1, AR assigned. Okay, 1.5 million. Less notes payable of 1,125,000. Difference in the class is 375,000. Ang tawag natin dyan, this is our equity in assigned accounts. So pag natin kung how much yung equity, yan yung sagot natin. Alright? So ayan, this is notification basis. Let's go to illustrative example number 4. Mas mabilis na, multiple choice. Apply natin yung natutunan natin. We have 3 questions. Okay. On December 1, 2025, XYZ company assigned specific AR totaling 5 million. Okay, may assignment tayo. As collateral for 4 million, 12% note from the bank. Ano yung 4 million yan? Yan yung notes payable natin. The entity will continue to collect the assigned receivable. Non-notification because yung entity pa rin yung magko-collect ng AR. Right? In addition to the interest, the bank also charged a 5% finance fee deducted in advance on the assigned amounts. Okay, let's go to number 4. Sabi niya sa question 1 class, what amount of cash was received from the assignment? Okay, so ganito gagawin ko dyan. Meron tayong, huwag na tayo mag-journal entries, since alam na natin yung entries. Meron tayong notes payable na 4 million. Kaya lang, ang sabi dyan, the bank also charged a 5% finance fee deducted in advance on the assigned amounts. So merong fee na 5%, okay? 5% off, ano basis mo? 5 million or 4 million? 5 million, kasi nasabi dyan, deducting in advance on the assigned amounts. How much ba yung in-assign natin? 5 million. So 5 million times 5%, yung fee natin is 250,000. Therefore, ang net lang na na-receive natin, 4 million minus 250,000, you have 3,750,000. Okay, yung proceeds natin from the assignment, 3,750,000, letter D or dog. Pag in-entry mo yan, debit cash, 3,750,000. Debit bank service charges, 250. Credit notes payable, 4 million. Siyempre, may reclassification entry tayo. Debit AR assigned, credit AR, 5 million. Huwag na tayo mag-entry. Alam nyo na yung entries. Ginawa na natin yan sa first 2 illustrative examples natin. Let's go to question number 2. What is the carrying amount of notes payable on December 31, 2025? Tingnan natin. T account tayo sa notes payable. Alam natin, class, may notes payable tayo na 4 million beginning. Okay, so tingnan natin. Let's continue reading the problem. The December collections of assigned accounts receivable amounted to 2 million, less cash discount of 200,000. Okay, so yung na-collect na AR, 2 million. Tama? Pero may discount doon na 200. Therefore, 1.8 million lang talaga yung na-receive natin na cash. Sabi dyan, on December 31, the entity remitted the collections on the bank in payment for the interest and the note payable. How much ba yung interest natin? Well, 4 million times, ilang percent yung interest yung class? Nakalagay dun sa taas, 12%. And then, December 1 to December 31, isang buwan lang yan. Times 1 over 12. Therefore, 4 million times 12% times 1 over 12, interest natin is 40,000. Therefore, yung na-receive natin na 1.8 million class, part of it is interest na 40,000. Okay? And part of it sa principal natin or notes payable. 1.8 million minus 40,000, 1,760,000. O, ayan. Dito yung debit mo, 1,760,000. Balance of our notes payable, 4 million minus 1,760,000, 2,240,000. Answer natin sa question number 2, letter C, 2,240,000. Again, T account lang. Okay? Na-solve natin question number 2. Question number 3. What amount should be disclosed as equity in assigned accounts? Ano ulit yung equity in assigned accounts? AR, assigned minus notes payable, you have equity in assigned accounts. Pero tayong T account for notes payable. T account tayo for AR assigned. Beginning balance natin class, yung inassign natin originally 5 million. Tama? Now, na-collect natin, tingin ka dun sa second paragraph, collections of assigned AR amounted to 2 million. Oh, i-credit mo yan, 2 million. And then, punta ka dun sa last paragraph, the entity accepted sales returns of 100,000. Debit sales returns, credit AR assigned. So, 100,000, credit. And wrote off assigned accounts of 300,000. Pag nag-write off ka, debit ADA, credit AR. Okay, so 300,000. Let's compute for the ending balance of AR assigned, 5 million minus 2 million minus what? 5 million minus 2 million minus 100,000 minus 300,000, 2.6 million. Okay? So AR assigned, 2.6 million minus notes payable of 2,240,000. Let's compute our equity in assigned accounts. 2.6 million minus 2,240,000, you have 360,000, letter C. Easy. Okay. Asset minus liability, you have equity. Okay, ganyan lang. Pag-assignment, tandaan mo, T account ka, AR assigned, and notes payable. Let's go to main problem number 1. Okay, main problem number 1. This is the last problem for assignment. Okay, main problem number 1. So yeah, pasahin natin class. On January 1, Delilah Company assigned 500,000 of AR to X Finance Inc. The company gave a 14% note for 450,000 representing 90% of the assigned accounts. So, basically, nag-assign ng 500,000. Lagyan natin, T account tayo. Okay, AR assigned and then notes payable. Automatic na yan. T account agad. How much yung inassign natin? 500,000. And then sabi dyan class, 90% daw. So, 500,000 times 90%, 450,000. Yan yung notes payable natin. Okay? And receive proceeds of 432 after deduction of 4% fee. Okay, so anong nangyari dyan? May deduction na 4%. Ano ba yung 4% ng 4.5, ng 450,000? 450,000 times 4%, 18,000. So anong nangyari class? 450,000 minus 18,000. Kaya nakuha yung 432,000 na proceeds. Okay, yung 18, yan yung service charge. Right? On Feb 1, it remitted 80,000 to X, including interest for 1 month on the unpaid balance. As a result of this, 80,000 remittance, accounts receivable assigned, and notes payable will be decreased by what amount? Okay, ganito gagawin ko dyan. So, naka-receive daw ng 80,000. Tama? Including interest. Alamin natin kung how much sa 80,000 yung interest and yung principal or yung notes payable. Compute natin. So, interest natin, 450,000 times ilang percent yung note natin? 14%. Ilang months yan? 1 month lang daw. Times 1 over 12. Okay, 450,000 times 14% times 1 over 12. Interest natin is 5,250. Sabi diyang class, nasa 80,000 na daw yung interest. So, 80,000 minus 5,250, 74,750. Ayan. So, entry natin. Ganito yung entry natin dyan, class. Papakita ko sa inyo. Debit cash, credit AR assigned, 80,000. And then, ibabayad natin yan. Debit interest expense, 5,250. Debit notes payable, 74,750. Credit cash, 80,000. Okay, so yun yung entry natin sa transaction. Answer natin yung class, as a result of this 80,000, accounts receivable assigned and notes payable will be decreased. Well, yung AR assigned natin decreased by 80. Notes payable natin decreased by 74,750. Letter A. Letter A yan. Now, what if itanong sa'yo how much yung equity in assigned accounts? Well, ang gagawin ko dyan, AR assigned, na-collect natin is 80,000. Ito. So, 500 minus 80, 420,000. Tama? Notes payable natin, beginning balance is 450. Nagbayad tayo 74,750. Let's compute for the ending balance of notes payable. 450,000 minus 74,750. 375,250. Pag tinanong sa'yo class, how much is the equity in assigned accounts? Ima-minus mo lang yan. Asset minus liability. So, minus nga natin, 420,000 minus 375,250. Pag ang tanong sa'yo is equity in assigned accounts, ang sasagot mo dyan class is 44,750. Or basically, difference ng AR assigned and your notes payable. Okay, so that's for assignment.